This is how Nifty has behaved since the pandemic. It crashed around 39% against a 145% up move after that, and now a 10% around correction is visible. We can totally point out the difference between crash and correction. So first, what is bearish engulfing candle? It is a candle in which the size of red candle is bigger than the previous green candle. When a bearish engulfing candle is forming away from support and resistance, it has no relevance and should be avoided. On the other hand, when it's forming near a resistance level like here, we can plan for bearish trades and it can be extremely reliable. Let's analyze whether Bank Nifty can open gap up or not. Price has formed a falling wedge kind of pattern and price has given a breakout of that in the last half an hour. Also, price was able to sustain above the breakout level and also the 37,000 round level. The first target in this trade is going to be 37,400 level on spot chart. If price is able to sustain above this level, we can expect a second target of 37,900 again on spot chart. The first stock on my radar is HDFC Bank. This is the daily chart of HDFC Bank, and as you can see, price has been consolidating and has given a rejection from this particular trend line on daily chart. After the breakout of 1555 level, we can take this trade for a target of 1600 and 1620. Second stock on my radar is Tata Power Limited. This is the daily chart of Tata Power, and as you can see, price is consolidating in the form of a triangle. A breakout on either side can give us a good momentum. For upside, after the break of this trend line, the target can be 250. For downside, if the price breaks this particular trend line, we can aim for a target of around 205 and the round level of 200. Different types of orders. First is market order. It is used when you want to buy or sell the stock at the current existing price in the market. Limit order is used when you want to execute your trade at a different price from what is trading on the exchange. Both orders have intraday and carry forward options. Next is SL order. It is used to put stop loss in your trade. It's a limit SL order in which you can put the accurate price for stop loss to get executed. Next is stop loss market order, in which your stop loss is executed at market as soon as your trigger price hits. So what to do with Nifty right now? Nifty a few days back gave rejection from the golden zone of Fibonacci, and today, after consolidating, it has given the breakdown of the parallel channel. Nifty is still looking bearish and we can expect the levels of 16,800 very soon, which is the next support level. If price is not able to sustain above 16,800, we can see 16,600 levels.
Pull up the thing, gon' turn up. Yeah. Pull up the thing, gon' turn up.
Three ways of checking trend continuation. First is trend line, which is extremely useful. Second is Fibonacci retracement. The 50 to 62% area can act as a major pullback zone. Third is price action consolidation breakouts. First stock on my radar is Affle India. This is the daily chart of Affle India, and as you can see, price is stuck in a range of support and resistance here. We can trade this stock for both upside and downside momentum. For upside, if price breaks the level of 1255, we can aim for a target of 1320. For downside, price is taking continuous support at the levels of 1000. If this level breaks, we can aim for a target of 945. Second stock on my radar is Alkem Lab Limited. This is the daily chart of Alkem. As you can see, price is trying to break this resistance level. It might take a little bit of time, but as soon as price breaks this level of 35.20, we can trade it for a target of 36.40. What we have to do is just wait for a voluminous breakout at this point. and look for a risk reward that is favorable, and there you can take the trade. While taking trend reversal trades, try not to plan them at first retracement and always wait for better confirmation like W pattern, double bottom, inverted head and shoulder. The chart pattern breakout will give you better confirmation and better momentum. Psychological levels are round number levels that can act as support and resistance for the price in addition to the normal support and resistance that we plot on the chart. Like in this ACC chart, 2600, 2500 levels acted as resistance and 2100 as support.
Fall in love with you. Fall in
This is how you define a no trading zone. Try to draw support and resistance around the price and observe the price behavior in between. If price is just moving up and down without making sense, it's usually a no trading zone. Waiting for breakout or breakdown is best in this scenario. First stock on my radar is Hindustan Aeronaut. This is the daily chart of Hindustan Aeronaut, and as you can see, price is forming a falling wedge kind of pattern and is continuously trying to break this trend line, spending time around this level. So if price breaks the level of 1280, we can aim for a target of 1340 and 1420. Falling wedges are also one of my favorite kind of patterns. Keep a very good eye on it and you can trade as per your risk management. Second stock on my radar is Indigo. This is the daily chart of Indigo. And as you see carefully, price is trading in a range in this area of 1935 and 2060 and spending a lot of time around the 2000 area. If price breaks this level of 2060, we can expect a very good target of around 2200. Also, price we can trade it for the downside. So if price breaks this level of 1930, we can expect a target up to the levels of 1820. Here we have the 2200 level if price breaks this area of 2070.
Tómame la mano que tú eres cosa buena. Tómame la mano que tú eres cosa buena. Esta noche quiero bailar sobre la arena. No soy una ajena, no sé nada más.
How to draw Fibonacci retracement for bullish momentum? Start with the support level and take the second point to a resistance level. After that, look for consolidation around 50 to 62% area because this is the golden Fibonacci area. If you see price consolidating here, try to time your entry with the help of price action breakout. And that's how you have multiple confirmation for your trade. Fibonacci retracement is mainly used to time pullbacks in an ongoing momentum. First stock on my radar is Reliance Industries. This is the daily chart. If you see, price has broken this resistance after giving a lot of consolidation. Price actually has given a breakout, but this breakout doesn't have a lot of volume. So we'll wait for volumes and then after that we can take an upside trade for a target of next resistance, which is this 2600 level. The upside momentum might also be slow, so be patient with the whole trade. Second stock on my radar is Canfin Homes. This is the daily chart. As you can see, price has already broken this trend line of daily chart and is now trying to break this resistance level. As soon as price sustains above this resistance level, we can take the trade for upside for a target of 634 and 675. Wait for price to give a good 15 minutes closing of the candle above this level and you can go for the trade. Putting a stop loss in Nifty and Bank Nifty depends a lot on what kind of trading you are indulging in. I prefer to take a stop loss within the range of 26 to 60 points on the spot chart, which can be reconciled with the option charts. With Bank Nifty, the range is a little bit wider, like 70 to 160, which is what I prefer. Against this, I at least prefer a risk to reward of 1:1.8. It is usually more than this also. It means if you are taking 50 points risk, you should have at least 90 points of target against it. This is how you can draw Fibonacci retracement for downside. Start your plotting from a resistance point and take it to a support point. Then try to look for any pullback that is happening around the 62 to 52% Fibonacci retracement golden zone. If you see that, try to time your entry in the trade by using price action consolidation like this rising wedge. And you can take your entry at the breakout. You can find some major pullbacks using Fibonacci. This is how you can accurately put stop loss in your position. The stock was forming a falling wedge pattern and we were waiting for a breakout. The stock gave a very good voluminous breakout and we were supposed to take the entry here. If you observe carefully, price has given a swing rejection from this point, so this can act as a very good stop loss. The key is to give your stock some area to move while you're putting a stop loss. We have an RR of around 4.9 and this is how the stock went. It was a very successful trade overall. First stock on my radar is Kotak Mahindra Bank. This is the daily chart of Kotak Mahindra and as you can see, price is hovering around in this range. We can trade this stock for upside breakout also as well as downside breakout. For upside, if the price breaks the level of 1970, it can go up to the levels of 2040. And for downside, we can wait for the level of 1875 to get broken for a target of 1720. Next stock on my radar is Info Edge. This is the weekly chart of Info Edge. I'm just referring to weekly chart because it's giving you more clarity on this falling wedge here. Price has broken out of it, but here we have a resistance around the area of 5800 which needs to be broken before taking any further trades. You can wait for price to break this resistance level around the area of 5800 for a target of 6000, 6130 and 6330. These are all the resistance from the chart which are much better visible on the daily chart, so you can refer to that.
Taking my time on my ride. Oh, I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride.
Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a. So shine bright.
Come up! When I popped off, then your girl gave me just a little bit of love.
fly off the rim like Kobe. Flying the coupe when I floor it. Shit blowing on my phone, I'm ignoring it. Benz goes, came from the shake the room, bride or groom.
3 things to always have in your trading journal. First is a comment section in which you can write your reviews and emotions for the trade. Second is win rate, to keep a check on your winning probabilities. Third is risk reward, to know what kind of risk reward is actually working for you. फॉर ट्रेडिंग आपको कौन से टाइम फ्रेम्स यूज़ करने चाहिए, इसके लिए हमेशा कन्फ्यूजन रहते हैं. सो लेट मी क्लैरिफाई इट. आप जब चार्ट को एनालाइज कर रहे हो तो ट्राई करो कि आप बड़े टाइम फ्रेम्स यूज़ करो, जैसे कि डेली, वीकली या 1 आवर. हायर टाइम फ्रेम से आपके ट्रेड को एक ट्रेंड मिलता है, एक डायरेक्शन मिलती है. फॉर ट्रेड एग्जीक्यूशन 1 मिनट, 5 मिनट एंड 15 मिनट्स आप यूज़ कर सकते हो. आप एक सपोर्ट ब्रेकडाउन को ब्रेकडाउन से पहले ही कैसे प्रेडिक्ट कर सकते हो, देखते हैं. प्राइस अगर किसी भी लेवल को बार बार टेस्ट कर रहा है, इसका मतलब वो लेवल वीक हो रहा है, उस लेवल पे बायर्स पार्टिसिपेट करना कम कर रहे हैं एंड सेलर्स मूव को ओवरपावर कर सकते हैं, जिसकी वजह से ब्रेक डाउन हो सकता है. एंड दिस इज हाउ यू कैन प्रिडिक्ट इट. हाउ कैन यू ट्रेड फिबोनाची? सबसे पहले ड्रॉ फिबोनाची रिट्रेसमेंट एक सपोर्ट और रेजिस्टेंस लेवल को यूज़ करके, एंड उसके बाद चेक की पुल बैक 50 to 62% एरिया के अराउंड है. इफ़ इट्स देयर, ड्रॉ सपोर्ट एंड रेजिस्टेंस ताकि आपकी एंट्री बेटर टाइम हो सके एंड आप ये ट्रेड ब्रेकआउट पे ले सकते हो. बिगेस्ट मिस्टेक जो ट्रेडर्स करते हैं वाइल ट्रेडिंग इंडेक्स इज दिस. राइट आफ्टर अ डायरेक्शनल मोमेंटम, जैसे ही एक ग्रीन कैंडल या रेड कैंडल बनती है, उस कैंडल को देख के बाय करना या सेल करना, ये नहीं करना चाहिए. इट्स अ ह्यूज मिस्टेक. ऑलवेज वेट फॉर प्राइस टू कंसोलिडेट, फॉर्म अ बेस. वो एक रेसिस्टेंस हो सकता है, सपोर्ट हो सकता है, कोई भी चार्ट पैटर्न हो सकता है. कोई भी ट्रेड आपको इसके बाद ही लेना चाहिए, सो दैट यू डोंट गेट स्टक इन अ फेक ब्रेकआउट और अ फेक स्टॉप लॉस हिट. This is my trade plan for Nifty. Nifty right now is trading around 16,800 support level. If price opens flat and gives a bearish conviction, I'll take a trade for downside with a good risk reward. Second scenario is that price can open huge gap up. In that scenario, I'll avoid trading because there are high chances for price to go volatile and it will be very difficult for price to give a straightaway momentum above 17,100. Before taking any bullish trade, I'll look for a chart pattern consolidation and then a breakout. In case price open huge gap downs, the area of 16,700 to 16,650 is going to act as a very good support level, and any further decisions will be taken on the basis of how price reacts in this particular support zone. This is how I took the gap filling trade in Nifty. Nifty was continuously testing the resistance level of 17,100, so I planned for a trade after breakout for a target of 17,300. When price broke the resistance wasn't really broken on the futures chart, so I waited a little while. When I got the confirmation on both the charts, I entered the trade with a risk reward of around 1:3 with 5 minutes chart, and that's how the trade went. This is my trade plan for Bank Nifty tomorrow. Bank Nifty is trading in a range of 37,800 and 38,400, 500. If price opens slightly gap up around the area of 38,100, we can expect the price to be volatile, and we'll be able to trade only after a breakout or breakdown in either direction. Even with the breakout or breakdown, you need price to spend some time around the support or resistance level before giving the breakout. That way, you'll get a straightaway momentum and price won't be reversing from any point in the middle of the momentum. Very important price action point. As you can see, breakout के बाद प्राइस के पास 2 रेजिस्टेंस लेवल हैं. इफ प्राइस ब्रेकआउट लेवल के पास टाइम स्पेंड करके ब्रेकआउट दे रहा है, देयर इज हाई प्रोबेबिलिटी की टारगेट 2 भी अचीव हो सकता है. इफ ब्रेकआउट डायरेक्टली हो रहा है, चांसेस आर प्राइस टारगेट 1 से ही रिवर्स हो जाएगा एंड देन मोमेंटम लूज कर देगा. This is my trade plan for Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty right now is trading around the level of 37,700. Price today tried to break this trend line around the level of 38,000 but couldn't sustain. A major reason for this is that price gave this breakout after a continuous momentum without any rest at this level. And this kind of breakout is never healthy. So now we'll wait for this swing high to get broken for taking any upside trades for a target of 38,500 and 38,800. I won't plan for any short trades until 37,150 is broken. If price keeps trading in this range, I'll avoid trading.
Northside, coolin' shorty, yeah, that's where I stay. Heard you was a lame boy, get up out my face. And my ex keep calling sweater, she be in the way. And I need a day around.
Call me a baby on the same wave. Oh no, no, there's no slowing down. You and
I can't stop feeling like none of this matters. Fool around, tell me words that you don't mean. I'm already numb to it. I'm already.
I've been sticking to that theory.
Georgia, let it call on my phone.
This is my analysis for Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty right now is trading around the support level of 34,000 and it's a weekly chart support. It has a support that has been tested a lot of times by the price. If this support level breaks, we can see the levels of 33,300 or maybe 32,000 also if market is extremely bearish. Second scenario that can happen is Bank Nifty can take a support from any of these support levels by forming some kind of consolidation or trend reversal pattern, and then we can plan for the upside trades. Always wise to look for some kind of consolidation before buying in this scenario. While analyzing a chart, we often get stuck in this kind of scenario when a pattern is about to give a breakout but we have immediate resistance waiting for us. So what to do in this scenario? So try to avoid taking a trade right after the breakout and wait for price to break all the resistance that are in the way. The best setup would be that price spends some time around this resistance level and then gives a breakout. This is how I manage my trade positions today. At 10:45 AM after this red candle, I was sure that 16,000 is going to act as a good resistance, so I sold 16,100, 200 and 16,000 call options. Simultaneously, I sold 15,500 put options because I was not expecting Nifty to break this level, and this can act as a good hedge for the overall position. But Nifty had a totally different plan. It consolidated but then reversed. So after price broke this swing level, I changed my positions a little bit. I added some positions in 15,500 put options, so the quantity for the calls and puts are similar. After that, when price rallied, although the call positions were showing some losses, but puts recovered them, so overall I was profitable. But Nifty kept on rallying, so I had to do some adjustments when price actually broke the 16,000 level. I added new positions around 15,700 put option as it's a good support level and exited 16,000 call option position. Overall, I have a position of slightly sideways to bullish market, but I'm prepared for a small gap up, gap down and sideways market. 4 very important pointers for option buyers. First, try to trade breakouts and not ranges because you get immediate momentum and that is very good for your overall trade. Try to take your trades in the morning hours or after 12:31 PM because that's when you get very quick momentum overall. To avoid high theta decay in your trades on Wednesday shift to next expiry, you can do this on Tuesday after 12:30 PM also. While taking a trade, indulge in high delta which is slightly in the money options to get better benefit of the momentum and overpower theta. That's how you read price psychology after a huge gap. In the morning hours, buyers were pressurizing the market. When the swing high broke, it was totally bullish. But after some time, we could see price forming lower highs, which is totally an indication of sellers pressurizing the market. So we needed to get out of our bullish trades and look for something bearish. It's important to cut losses in this scenario and adapt the market direction, which was clearly bearish here, and look how that turned out in the whole day. How to identify that price is reversing an ongoing trend? As you see in this chart, price was in total downtrend and now price is trying to reverse direction. The chart time frame is 1 hour, and if you look carefully, the last swing high made by the price at this level is now being broken by the price, which is a good indication. Still doesn't suggest that price is going to right away give an upside momentum, but it will start consolidating, spend some time around the level and then give a breakout. This is my Nifty 50 analysis right now. Nifty is spending time around the 16,800 resistance level and getting ready for the breakout. If price breaks this level, we can expect a target of around 17,000, which is a resistance and a round number level. I won't be planning any short trades before the 16,400 level gets broken.
Come check this. Come check this.
First, what is bearish engulfing candle? It is a candle in which the size of red candle is bigger than the previous green candle. When a bearish engulfing candle is forming away from support and resistance, it has no relevance and should be avoided. On the other hand, when it's forming near a resistance level like here, we can plan for bearish trades and it can be extremely reliable. What is short straddle and आपको उसको कैसे डिप्लॉय करना है देखते हैं. अभी मार्केट एक रेंज के अंदर स्टक है, हमारे पास एक सपोर्ट है, रेसिस्टेंस है एंड मार्केट इसी रेंज में वॉलेटाइल है. एट द सेम टाइम अगर आप 17,300 की स्ट्राइक प्राइस को देखो तो सेम नंबर ऑफ कॉल्स एंड पुट सोल्ड है, मतलब राइटर्स को लग रहा है कि मार्केट साइडवेज जाएगा. आप भी इसी टाइम पे कॉल ऑप्शन और पुट ऑप्शन को सेल कर सकते हो ताकि आपको थोड़ा थीटा बेनिफिट मिले अगर मार्केट साइडवेज जाए. द स्ट्रैटेजी इज टोटली बेस्ड ऑन थीटा डिके एंड वेरी गुड फॉर रेंज बाउंड मार्केट. दिस इज माई निफ्टी बैंक एनालिसिस फॉर मंडे. ऑन थर्सडे प्राइस गैप अप खोलने के बाद टोटली वॉलेटाइल हो गया. अभी अगर हम SGX निफ्टी को देखें तो प्राइस थोड़ा सा गैप अप ओपन हो सकता है. गैप अप ओपनिंग के बाद आई विल बी गोइंग फॉर प्रॉफिट बुकिंग बिकॉज काफ़ी ट्रेंडिंग मार्केट हो चुकी है एंड अब हम ट्रेंड में थोड़े ब्लॉकेजेस देख सकते हैं. सो आई विल बी प्लानिंग फॉर प्रॉफिट बुकिंग आफ्टर अ गुड कंसोलिडेशन, डबल टॉप और एनी काइंड ऑफ कंसोलिडेशन दैट आई एम गेटिंग. सेकेंड सिनेरियो ये हो सकता है कि प्राइस फ्लैट खुले. फ्लैट खुलने के बाद आई विल बी वेटिंग फॉर ब्रेकआउट किसी भी डायरेक्शन में. अगर मुझे अच्छे रिस्क रिवॉर्ड के साथ मिलता है आई विल बी ट्रेडिंग. थर्ड सिनेरियो कैन बी प्राइस थोड़ा सा गैप डाउन खुले. गैप डाउन खुलने के बाद वी विल वॉच आउट फॉर द लेवल ऑफ 36,250. उसके नीचे अगर हमें अच्छे रिस्क रिवॉर्ड के साथ कोई ट्रेड मिलता है वी विल टेक इट. Let's understand the adjustment theory of short straddles and strangles. These strategies are used by traders जब उन्हें लग रहा हो कि मार्केट साइडवेज जाएगा and they can get theta benefit out of both call option and put option. बट अगर हम इंट्राडे ट्रेडिंग की बात करें तो सिर्फ थीटा डिके पे डिपेंडेंस काफ़ी प्रॉफिटेबल नहीं हो सकती है, इसलिए हमें थोड़ा सा डेल्टा का बेनिफिट भी चाहिए होता है. एंड हमें ये बेनिफिट तभी मिलता है जब प्राइस ने एक फ्रेश लेवल का ब्रेकआउट दिया हो ताकि हमें एक डायरेक्शनल मूव मिल सके. एंड दिस इज द एग्जैक्ट सिनेरियो व्हेन योर स्ट्रैडल एंड स्ट्रैंगल माइट नीड सम एडजस्टमेंट. इफ वी डिस्कस दिस एग्जांपल, तो जब तक मार्केट साइडवेज था हमारे पास भी नॉन डायरेक्शनल पोजीशंस होंगी जैसे कि स्ट्रैडल एंड स्ट्रैंगल. बट आफ्टर दिस ब्रेकडाउन हमें अपनी पोजीशंस को एडजस्ट करके डायरेक्शनल बनाना पड़ेगा ताकि वी गेट सम डेल्टा और थीटा बेनिफिट. सो द कंक्लूजन इज हम एडजस्टमेंट इसलिए करते हैं ताकि वी गेट द बेनिफिट ऑफ बोथ डायरेक्शनल एंड नॉन डायरेक्शनल मार्केट. इफ वी लुक एट द मार्केट नाउ, मार्केट ने थोड़ा सा नीचे मोमेंटम दिया एंड उसके बाद फिर से थोड़ा सा रिवर्सल आ गया. अभी भी इट्स वेरी डाइसी कि प्राइस किस डायरेक्शन में जाएगा. सो वील हैव टू बी नॉन डायरेक्शनल एंड एडजस्ट अगेन. Important points to remember while re-entering a trade. The chart is HCL Technologies and I took this trade after resistance breakout. जैसे resistance break हुआ I entered the trade, but soon after that stop loss hit हो गया and I had to get out of the trade. क्वेश्चन इज इफ आई वांट टू री एंटर द ट्रेड नाउ, तब मुझे कौन सा लेवल कंसिडर करना है. इट्स क्लियरली विजिबल दैट प्राइस अपना पुराना रेजिस्टेंस नहीं रिस्पेक्ट कर रहा है, तो वी कैन शिफ्ट इट अ लिटिल बिट अपवर्ड. वन मोर थिंग इज प्राइस ने इस लेवल पे काफ़ी टाइम स्पेंड कर दिया है, तो हम अपना टारगेट भी थोड़ा सा बड़ा एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं. वी कैन शिफ्ट इट अ लिटिल बिट अपवर्ड्स. Now whether the price will hit this target or not is not in our hands. The only thing we can do is put a trailing stop loss.
All that glitters, glitters, glitters. One time for the money, two time for the love, three time for the beauty.
Biggest mistake that option traders make. Options buy करते टाइम far out of the money options buy करना just because they are cheap is very wrong. इन ऑप्शंस का डेल्टा काफ़ी कम होता है, तो जो भी मूव निफ्टी के प्राइस में होगा उसका इफेक्ट इस पर नहीं आएगा. यूजुअल थीटा डिके की वजह से इन ऑप्शंस की वैल्यू सिर्फ कम होती जाएगी, विच विल लीड टू ह्यूज लॉस. इफ यू वांट टू बाय ऑप्शंस, आप इन द मनी बाय करो. फॉर कॉल ऑप्शंस स्टिक टू दीज स्ट्राइक प्राइसेस. फॉर पुट ऑप्शंस दीज. बिगेस्ट मिस्टेक दैट ऑप्शन ट्रेडर्स में. ट्रेड करते टाइम अपनी ट्रेडिंग पोजीशन में स्टॉप लॉस ना लगाना, स्पेशली ऑप्शन बाइंग के केस में, इज वेरी रॉन्ग. ट्रेड करते टाइम आपका रिस्क स्टेबल होना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. स्टॉप लॉस लगाने के लिए चार्ट लेवल्स आर द बेस्ट सोल्यूशन. यू कैन यूज निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी स्पॉट चार्ट फॉर दीज चार्ट लेवल्स. Swing high and swing low points usually tell us about any new price wave that can be starting, and they also tell us about any trend direction. They also act as support and resistance for the price. When to buy after retracement? You can see in the chart price continuously swing highs बना के bullish momentum में है. After consolidation एक retracement के बाद buy करना हमेशा better रहता है. It gives you better stop loss and better confirmation for your trade.
Time to bring the bass. Oh my lord, oh my god, that girl, she trying to go.
This is how I captured 12% move in Tata Power. Price was about to break a resistance after a huge consolidation, and when price broke this resistance, I took the trade with a risk reward of around 4.2. Price after the breakout consolidated for a long time around the area of 240 and 244. Which forced me to shift the target to a little bit higher, which is 267 level, the all-time high for this stock. Whenever you get a very strong consolidation like this, it gives you the liberty to extend your target. I clearly wasn't expecting the target to hit this soon, but yeah, the move was very voluminous and price hit the target very quickly in a span of 2 to 3 days. I took this trade in both equity and futures. Futures position was booked by me at the level of 267, and equity position is something that I'm still carrying for further targets of 292 and 320. I've plotted these targets using Fibonacci extension. Of course, this trade was possible with proper trading stop loss in picture and good trade management. Price action versus indicators, which one is more reliable? ट्रेंड एनालिसिस, ट्रेड प्लान एंड ट्रेड एग्जीक्यूशन, इन सब चीज़ों के लिए आप प्राइस एक्शन को यूज़ कर सकते हो. एंट्री, स्टॉप लॉस एंड टारगेट, इन सब के लिए प्राइस एक्शन इज़ वेरी रिलायबल. फॉर ट्रेड मैनेजमेंट आप इंडिकेटर्स को यूज़ कर सकते हो, लाइक दिस मूविंग एवरेज इंडिकेटर. ये हमें बताता है कि स्टॉक किस पॉइंट तक मोमेंटम में है, एंड इट कैन बी यूज्ड एज अ ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस इन योर ट्रेड. This is how I managed my Nifty positions on Friday. On Thursday, late market hours, price broke the day low, so my point of view was totally bearish. I carried forward some call option selling positions on Thursday to Friday, and here in this area, I was getting full benefit of theta decay in my position. But price was clearly not ready to fall. I drew this trend line on the chart and waited for the price to break this trend line to adjust my positions. After this level breakout also, I was not completely bullish. Because price had immediate resistance all the way in the chart, I wanted to see how price is reacting around this area to make any further bullish decisions. After trendline breakout, I adjusted my positions to non-directional by creating a triangle, expecting volatility from price. But as soon as price broke this resistance of 17,800, I adjusted my positions to totally bullish. I also bought some call options for mild bullish momentum, exited them as soon as price hit the resistance of 17,850. As of now, I am carrying forward a strangle for Monday. This is how I manage my positions in live market. I had a positional trade in strangle which I exited around 9:30 AM because price was not working according to that. The exit was at break even. Today the market was extremely choppy. I couldn't get any convincing trades in both Nifty and Bank Nifty. Price right now is having immediate resistance at 17,800, 850 and 900. From chart pattern point of view, price is looking a little bit bearish. 17,600 breakdown can give us a little perspective. For upside, 17,850 level breakout can give us some conviction. With Bank Nifty, it is now stuck in the range of 38,000 and 37,300. Any breakout or breakdown on either side can give us some conviction for the price. It's a clear wait and watch scenario for both Nifty and Bank Nifty. This is how I manage my positions in the live market. In the morning, when the first 5-minute candle low was broken, I sold a lot of 37,500 call options, expecting bearish momentum in the market, and my stop loss was around the gap filling area. As soon as price broke this high, my stop loss was hit, so I changed my directional position to straddle, expecting some volatility in the market. Strike price for straddle was 37,500 and I got a lot of theta decay in these positions. This recovered half the losses that I had in the call option. After this, I was able to figure out this 15 minutes chart pattern in Bank Nifty, and I had a plan that as soon as price breaks this trend line, I'll go directional, which I did as soon as price broke this. But I had a stop loss around this area, which I was done for the day after this SL8 because it was my 2% SL8 for the day. I did not want to initiate any more trades. As of now, price is again indecisive. 38,000 and 37,300 will act as major resistance and support. Many people are stuck with their investment in Voda Idea stock, so let's analyze it. On weekly chart, price right now is taking support around the 50 to 62% Fibonacci golden zone, which is a pullback area. Rupees 12 level is a resistance level. If it gets broken, we can expect upside. For downside, 9 rupees is a good support level. If it gets broken, price can remain stuck in the area of 4 to 9 rupees for a while. You can put stop loss on the basis of this. For upside, the target for short term is rupees 16. Stocks ready for intraday momentum for options trading. First stock is Maruti Suzuki. The price is trading in a range and a breakout on any side can be traded. Second stock on my radar is ONGC. ONGC has given the breakout of 173 resistance level and can give a momentum up to the levels of 177. If it goes extremely well, we can aim for the target of around 180. Third stock is TCS. It's forming a head and shoulder pattern and is about to give a breakdown. After the breakdown, we can aim for a target of 3600. Fourth stock is Indian Oil Corporation. This is the weekly chart, and as you can see, price recently gave the breakout of this triangle and has now given the breakdown of the 128 level. It can take a while before giving the momentum, but if the breakout happens, it can be really good. Next stock is Apollo Hospital. Price right now is trading in the form of a triangular chart pattern. Any breakout or breakdown can be traded. This is how I manage my positions in live market. After the huge gap down, price was sustaining below the levels of 37,000, which was a bearish signal. After 12:30 PM, price formed this M pattern and gave the breakdown, which was a bearish signal, so I sold some 37,000 call option. I was mildly bearish because there was support at 36,500 levels and price exactly reversed from here. If we check the daily chart, the same level is a crucial support and price seems to be testing it again. If we draw Fibonacci retracement, this same area is the 50 to 62% Fibonacci golden zone. So there is high possibility of price reversing from this area. I will be going long if price sustains above 37,000. This is how I manage my trades in the live market. Bank Nifty was respecting the resistance level of 37,000 until 1:45 PM when it broke it. This is where I initiated my long position. I put a stop loss around 36,900, which was hit by the price immediately because price had completely different plans. Now here in this scenario, if price would not have broken 36,700, I would have initiated a straddle or strangle, but price broke this level with a huge candle. This was a bearish signal, so I started selling out of the money call options because I didn't want to risk a lot. The strike price was 37,000. Price formed a huge red candle after that, which started giving profits in the call options that I sold. When price broke the support of 36,500, I changed my strike price of call selling to 36,500. The target for this trade was 36,000 level, which is a round number level and also a gap on the daily chart.
We know it's not the same. Go home, get headlines, feed internet. I don't wanna talk about the way that it was. Leave America to kids.
This is how I manage my trades in the live market. I was eyeing on Bank Nifty, which opened gap down, and after that it was hovering around the same area, making no sense at all. I didn't want to go directional because price was not making sense. My plan was to take a trade after a crucial level like 36,000 gets broken on the downside. Price didn't break this level whole day, but the closing was very weak. Price almost touched the area of 36,000, which indicated a clear gap down. As of now, I have both put buying and call selling positions. I shared the same analysis with my clients yesterday through Telegram.
Let's go! Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go!
Love dick, я shiny, пару лямов money on my neck of money, rain, couple
Is my name, got money, but there ain't no pain, no gain, it's enough of my pain.
Tata Motors has been in news for its electric vehicle segment. Be it commercial vehicles or private vehicles, looks like the company is getting ready. So how is this stock looking technically? On weekly chart, price seems to be stuck between a major support and resistance level. The breakout can happen on upside or downside, we don't really know. But from Fibonacci point of view, price recently took support between the 50 to 62% golden zone, and it doesn't look like price is that weak that it will break this area. So yes, the stock looks strong, but we'll have to wait for a correct entry point. Let's see how this goes. How to plan reversal trade in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Here, if you see in the chart, price opened slightly gap up and then after that it formed a pin bar kind of candle. This pin bar rejection was coinciding with a major resistance, which was an indication that yes, it can be a reversal area. One more confirmation was Fibonacci retracement, where price gave rejection from 62 to 50% area. Going slightly on the lower time frame of 15 minutes, we could see this double top kind of formation where price broke the swing. This would have been a clear entry point, but this whole bearish move wouldn't have been easy. It would have been a mix of re-entries and SL hits. When to not sell after a head and shoulder pattern. This is the chart of Indian Oil Corporation, and as you can see on the daily chart, we are able to find a head and shoulder pattern, but still we won't be shorting this stock. Why? Here is the answer. If we draw Fibonacci retracement, price is taking a support around the 50 to 62% area. So both the analyses are kind of contradicting. So how exactly can you trade this? All the details are mentioned in the caption. This is my secret to stop loss plotting. Let's assume that this is a support breakdown, and if you're considering taking an entry here, you can put your stop loss at this level, which is the last swing. Price gives a good move after that and the stop loss remains intact. Here, if you see now, price is retracing back, and this is where people do a lot of mistakes. They shift their stop loss to this particular level, which cannot be considered a swing high because this has not made a fresh low. Our stop loss will remain at the original area. But now we can shift up stop loss to this new level because this wave now has made a new low. While trailing your stop loss or shifting your stop loss to a new area, always consider these points. This is Nifty 55 minutes chart during the live market, and if you see price is consolidating around the 16,300 support level. What mistake people do is they quickly expect price to reverse and hit the resistance again, which is a very vague assumption. In this scenario, price is stuck and it has high tendency of going volatile to sideways, which is what exactly happened after 1 hour. So the conclusion is always try to take buying and selling decision on the basis of major support and resistance levels. Why did price quickly rallied after this gap up? The reason is yesterday when price gave a good bearish momentum, a lot of sellers might have carried forward their position, who got stuck today when price opened gap up and tried to exit their positions, leading to a bullish momentum. And here when the 16,000 resistance broke, fresh buying also happened, leading to a very quick bullish momentum. Very important point, note this down. This is Nifty 50 weekly chart. Let's analyze it. Last week price formed a bearish candle and this week it's a bullish candle. So price seems to be stuck in a range. We will have to wait for a breakout or breakdown to decide on the upcoming trend. Major support right now is 15,750. If price breaks this, the next support can be 15,250. Market has bullish news in the market for Monday, so let's see how price reacts to that or whether price is able to break some major resistance.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me wanna dribble dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it. 6 feet 2.
Let's analyze these two stocks of cement sector which have recently been in news. ACC chart is clearly consolidating around the 2200 levels, and some similar consolidation can be seen in Ambuja Cements also. Ambuja Cements chart is respecting this weekly chart trend line and also spending time around the same level in order to give a breakout, means bullish. ACC chart on the other hand is respecting a crucial trend line. It's retesting this particular trend line, again a bullish signal. This is how option selling works a day before expiry. This is Nifty 50 chart and this is the chart of 16,150 call option. If you look at the wave here, it's not quite steep, but in the options chart the wave is very steep. This is happening because of huge amount of theta decay in the positions, and if you look at these two candles, they are quite bullish, but here you are not seeing that much bullish candles. This is all happening because we have huge theta decay in these positions, and this is how option selling works on Wednesday. Let's check the charts to see if Nifty has bottomed out. Price after a good consolidation seems ready to break 16,400 level. Sellers at this level are getting weaker, so yes, we can see a breakout. After the breakout, if price is able to sustain, we can see a gap filling up to the levels of 16,650, and then after that major resistance can be 17,000. After the breakout, do not expect the momentum to be very fast, because the slower the momentum, the more likely it is to sustain. Let's see how the price performs.
Quand je suis arrivé, les petits se sont demandé ce qui se passe au haut. Tellement les petits a beaucoup d'inspiration pour déranger. Fais les positions pour danser, fais les positions pour bouger. Y'a qu'à te bina pour danser.
We have RBI interest rate decision coming up on 8th of June. So let's understand how interest rate decisions affect the stock market. When interest rates increase, borrowings for the company gets expensive. As a result of that, the spending reduces, which in turn affects the growth of the company. With reduced growth expectation, the price of all the stocks falls. All the stock falling prices combined have a negative impact on stock market. Let's understand the story of bullish engulfing pattern. It is forming right now in Nifty, but really this reel is not just about Nifty. How reliable is this pattern? Can we just simply buy right now expecting a bullish momentum? Well, the answer is no. What we need right now is some extra confirmation. Price right now has a crucial resistance, and you can say crucial acting areas at 16,700 and 16,400 levels. Until price is not breaking the 16,700 level on the upside, we cannot buy because price will get stuck. Wait for a proper breakout, then initiate the trade, and the validity of your bullish engulfing pattern will also increase. And it's not just about bullish engulfing pattern. With every candlestick pattern, try to use the confirmation of support and resistance. This time it's a bearish engulfing candle. लास्ट वीडियो में हमने डिस्कस किया था कि अगर हम बुलिश या बेरिश एनगल्फिंग कैंडलस्टिक पैटर्न को सपोर्ट या रेजिस्टेंस के साथ यूज करते हैं तो हमें एक्स्ट्रा कंफर्मेशन मिलती है। एंड अगर आप चार्ट्स पे देखो, इस बेरिश एनगल्फिंग कैंडल ने 35,300 के सपोर्ट को भी ब्रेक कर दिया। एंड प्राइस मंडे को 35,000 तक के लेवल का मोमेंटम दे सकता है। सपोर्ट एंड रेजिस्टेंस की एक्स्ट्रा कंफर्मेशन हमारे एनालिसिस को काफ़ी रिलायबल बना देती है, सो कीप दिस इन माइंड।
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway. Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower bending in the breeze, bend with me, sway with ease. But when you dance you have to stay with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, dear.
Why is Nifty moving in this very small range of 60 points? What's the logic? After the huge sell-off that happened on Friday and today morning, sellers keep pressurizing the market from the upside. But thing is, we have a crucial support level at 16,400 and this level is not going to go easy on the sellers. They'll have to struggle, and that is exactly what's happening. A fight between buyers and sellers to decide the further trend of the market. A typical wait and watch scenario.
Se acabó. Free drinks in the house.
Hi everyone. The registrations for Comprehensive Learning Program and Technical Analysis Program are open right now. The program starts on June 11. You can find the details on the courses section on website. Here you will find all the details regarding Technical Analysis Learning Program, and here you will find all the details for Comprehensive Learning Program. For enrolling, just click on this enroll option here and fill up the form, make the payment, and you will be registered. Also, there is an FAQ section on the website where almost all your doubts regarding the program will be answered, regarding sessions, the language, the duration, and everything. The schedule for the batch is mentioned in the Instagram post, or you can simply DM on Instagram and you'll get all the details. Hope this solves all your confusion. Are you often confused when it comes to understanding the chart structure for any chart? So here is a free source from where you can learn. Go on your browser and type understand chart structure trading view. After that, you will have to go on a link of May 26th, 2017 on how to read chart structures. Click on it and here you will find an article by Alec 40 which has all the information about chart structures and how to trade them. Read it thoroughly and you will see how helpful this becomes in your day-to-day trading.
Se acabó. Free drinks in the house. Everybody drinking tonight. Get that weed. Por ahí viene, perro. Por ahí viene. Everybody get right. Cállate gordo.
This is Nifty 50 monthly chart analysis. Let's have a look. There is a trend line that price is respecting right now, which is continuing since 2008. One more trend line which is continuing since 2010 is something that price is respecting right. Price seems slightly bearish in near term, but these two trend lines are going to halt price. First support that we have is around 16,000 level. The next ones can be around 15,500 and 600 levels. The charts that I've used here is logarithmic chart. It is a very good time frame to use when you are analyzing a very higher time frame like monthly. On the charts, this area of 15,500, 550 is going to act as a decisive level. This is one of my favorite podcasts on trading psychology. It's by John Rambo, a veteran trader. It's a 1 hour long podcast which can really revamp your mindset if you need that. Do check this one out. This is how you can draw Fibonacci retracement correct. If you wish to capture retracement in a bullish trend, try to draw it from a support up till a resistance. For a bearish trend, try to draw it from a resistance up till a support. A little subjectivity while drawing Fibonacci retracement is okay. Just make sure you're using crucial support and resistance. For time frames, check the caption. Two stocks on my radar from the banking sector are these. First is Bank of Baroda. This is the daily chart of Bank of Baroda, and as you can see, price is moving in a parallel channel and is about to break it. The target for this particular level can be this 92 support level. Let's see how this whole momentum turns out. The second stock on my radar is Axis Bank. This is the weekly chart of Axis Bank, and as you can see, price has formed a head and shoulder pattern and is testing the neckline for the 4th, 5th time, so it's highly likely that it will break it. The target for this one can be around the 575 level. Both of these stocks seems to be ready for a momentum. Keep an eye. This is my Nifty 50 weekly analysis. Let's have a look. As we can see on the charts, price has broken a very crucial support level of 15,400 and 500. We now have a support around 15,000, which is the only level which can actually hold the price. Otherwise, if price breaks this particular level of 15,000, there is no stopping and price can go up to the levels of 14,150. This 14,150 to 200 is a weekly chart support level to keep an eye on. One more thing to observe here is this daily chart trend line, which is continuing since April and price is continuously respecting it. Until this trend line is not broken on the upside, we cannot be bullish, and there is high chance that price can go respect this trend line upwards and again continue the bearish trend. Keep an eye on this one. If you are a price action trader, this tip is very important for you. This is the daily chart of Bank Nifty. Let's have a look. You can clearly see it's a rising wedge pattern, but there is a catch. If you see carefully, this first downside wave has a lot of strength, but this upside has no buying strength. This downside has no selling strength. So price can resist even after the fall because buyers will keep on fighting. Whenever you're using a chart pattern, always look at the chart structure very carefully. Do save this tip for future reference. This is my weekly analysis for Nifty and Bank Nifty. Let's first have a look at Nifty here. If you look very carefully here, price has formed an inverted head and shoulder pattern. It's trying its way upwards. It's not there yet. We have a resistance around the level of 15,930. On the lower end, price recently took a support around the levels of 15,500, which is going to act as a decisive level on the lower end. If we talk about upside, if price breaks this resistance around 15,930, we have this trend line which can halt price a little bit. So let's see how this one turns out. Now let's have a look at Bank Nifty. This is Bank Nifty daily chart, and as you can see, I have drawn a rising wedge pattern here. Price here is slightly bullish and is being continuously getting rejected from the 33,000 support level, which is going to protect price from the downside. I also have taken a bullish trade in Bank Nifty for a target of around 34,150 if price breaks this 34,800 resistance. There's one more catch here. This level of 34,400 is a good decisive level for price, and price is going to halt in this particular area before deciding any further direction. So keep an eye on this particular level. Let's see how Bank Nifty reacts here. Let's understand how to trade resistance reversal. First of all, look for at least two confirmations on a higher time frame like daily. Here we have a rising wedge rejection confirmation and a resistance rejection. Then turn to 15 minutes chart and look for some price consolidation around the resistance. Like here we have a head and shoulder pattern. As soon as the breakout happens, you can trade it for a target of this gap filling area. You can see that price also gave a momentum after that, but always remember you cannot trade everything. Just keep a check on risk to reward and you're good to go. Hi everyone, so I mentioned yesterday that Bank Nifty काफी interesting levels पे है. So now I will take you to the charts and explain that. So let's go. This is the daily chart of Bank Nifty, and as you can see on the charts, price after a good bullish rally has halted around this important level of 35,250. From here, there are two possibilities. If price breaks 35,250 level, there is no stopping till 36,000. On the other hand, if price breaks this 35,980 level, price will give us straight away momentum up to the levels of 35,350, and after that, price will go on being volatile for a while. I will keep you updating on what I'm trading in the store. How did I capture more than 100 points momentum in Nifty today? Price on 1 hour time frame showed a totally bearish chart structure, and this consolidation, although it was giving missed indication for upside and downside, but the more time price was spending around the support indicated this support is going to be broken. So as soon as price broke this support, I took a target of 5900 and took this trade on the bearish side. I executed the trades using the 5 and 15 minutes time frame. If we look at the 15 minutes time frame, the risk to reward for this trade was around 3, although whole target is not achieved right now, but price still closed at day low, which is a very good indication. The 16,000 area was slightly dicey, but I patiently waited and price totally rewarded. I also updated the same information on Telegram, so stay tuned for such updates and do follow. Understanding chart structures is very important before you end up taking a random trade, so let me explain chart structures to you in detail. This is Nifty 1 hour chart and I have marked all the levels clearly here. Here this level acted as a support and the same level acted as a resistance here. Here also you can see a support and the same level acting as a resistance. Somewhat similar is happening with the 15950 level here. If price reverses from this area and continues downtrend, it means the chart structure is intact. But if price starts rising, it means the chart structure has been disturbed. It still doesn't mean that we should start taking bullish positions until 1660 level is not broken. Following the same chart structure method, I took all the trades in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Right now my target for this particular situation here is 15,800 and I'll see how price reacts here for taking any further trades. Keep an eye on these kinds of chart structures.
Think of it like this. You are always one decision away from a totally different life.
Keep your head up, be strong.
Trading can be the best job in the world, but if you don't understand it, it will destroy you. Hi everyone, so Nifty is at a very interesting point after the whole bull rally that happened last week. So now let's analyze the charts to see what we can expect in the upcoming week. This is Nifty daily chart and अगर हम यहाँ पे देखें प्राइस अपने 16,750 और 800 लेवल के रेजिस्टेंस पे ट्रेड कर रहा है. एक काफ़ी बड़े मोमेंटम के बाद वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट सम प्राइस करेक्शन एंड आफ्टर दैट प्राइस अपना ट्रेंड कंटिन्यू कर सकता है. ऑन 1 आवर चार्ट वी हैव सम इम्पॉर्टेंट सपोर्ट लेवल्स. अगर प्राइस नीचे आता है ये लेवल्स पे हमें थोड़ा सा केयरफुल रहना पड़ेगा. फर्स्ट इज 16,600, द नेक्स्ट इज 16,500. अब यहाँ पे अगर हम फिबोनाची रिट्रेसमेंट ड्रॉ करें टू चेक कि प्राइस किस लेवल तक रिट्रेस कर सकता है, वी हैव द लेवल ऑफ 16,300. ये एक राउंड नंबर लेवल भी है, गैप फिलिंग लेवल भी है, सो वी कैन टेक दिस वन एज आवर टारगेट. पुट अ स्ट्रिक्ट ट्रेलिंग स्टॉप लॉस अगर आप ये करेक्शन ट्रेड कर रहे हो and we will see how price turns out for further trade plans. You are growing as a trader every day, whether you think you are or not. Sitting through the markets is going to be one of the strongest experiences of your trading career.
Hi, I'm Bloody J, I'm an addict, Molly, lean weed, yes. Hi, I'm Bloody J, I'm an addict, Molly, lean weed, yes.
As a trader, developing self-control is more of a necessity now, because you know you cannot control the markets and the only thing that you can rely on is always going to be you. Hi everyone, so Nifty after opening gap up gave us a very good bullish momentum today, but what to expect now is in question. So now let's move on to the charts to see what my trade plan is. This is Nifty weekly chart and we can see clearly that 16,800 resistance यहाँ पे break हो गया है. बट इतने इंपॉर्टेंट रेसिस्टेंस ब्रेकआउट के बाद प्राइस थोड़ा सा पुल बैक करके वापस ऊपर जा सकता है. ऑन डेली चार्ट प्राइस एक पैरेलल चैनल फॉलो कर रहा है एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस प्राइस कैन रिट्रेस अ लिटिल बिट बिफोर इट मूव्स फर्दर अप. अगर हम 1 आवर चार्ट पे देखें, प्राइस हैज़ वन ऑप्शन टू रीटेस्ट 16,800 एंड देन कंटिन्यू इट्स मूव. सेकेंड ऑप्शन है प्राइस फिबोनाची रिट्रेसमेंट के लेवल्स को फॉलो करे एंड यहाँ से रिट्रेस होके अपना मोमेंटम फॉर 17,125, 120 एरिया कंटिन्यू करे. इन ऑल ऑफ दिस बुलिश चार्ट स्ट्रक्चर इज स्टिल इंटैक्ट, सो नथिंग टू वरी. अ गैम्बल नेवर मेड एनीवन अ ट्रेडर, whereas some thoroughly calculated risks with a tinge of consistency sure did. To all aspiring traders listening to this today, take that one chance, work the nights off, It's not hard, it just needs to fit once and for all. You need to love trading, not just when it's making you money, but also when it's breaking and building you. That's just how it works. Your focus in initial years of trading should be on surviving the markets because other things come in handy with time. Your trading has to come from within, like a dream that needs work with discipline and consistency. It's not a career to dive into out of necessity. Hi everyone, so here's my Nifty Bank Nifty mid-week analysis. We have a very interesting week ahead of us with RBI announcing interest rates and tomorrow's expiry. What's my trade plan for that? Let's have a look at the charts. This is weekly chart of Bank Nifty and अभी दो बहुत bullish candles के बाद I am expecting a halt candle और a small corrective candle. 38,000 weekly chart पे एक बहुत अच्छा resistance भी है. If we look at the 1 hour chart, price is forming a rising pennant. यहाँ पे भी थोड़ा सा साइडवेज टू वॉलेटाइल सिनेरियो हो सकता है. 38,150 लेवल इज एक्टिंग एज अ रेजिस्टेंस, बट अगर प्राइस इसको ब्रेक करता है हमें 38,500 तक का मोमेंटम मिल सकता है. इस लेवल के नीचे प्राइस इसी रेंज में वॉलेटाइल हो सकता है. थर्ड सिनेरियो इज प्राइस ब्रेकिंग आउट ऑफ दिस राइजिंग पेनेंट. इस सिनेरियो में वी कैन सी अ डाउनसाइड अप टिल 37,350 एंड 400, बट दिस मोमेंटम कैन बी वेरी स्लो एंड कैन रिजल्ट इनटू वोलेटिलिटी आल्सो. नाउ लेट्स एनालाइज निफ्टी वीकली चार्ट. Something similar happening here in Nifty also. I'm expecting a halt candle or a small corrective candle. On 1 hour chart, Nifty is looking way stronger than Bank Nifty. अगर प्राइस अपने करंट लेवल्स को मेंटेन कर रहा है, we can see momentum up till 17,450 and 17,600. If not, प्राइस इसी रेंज में काफी टाइम तक वॉलेटाइल रह सकता है. If price breaks this support on the downs, we can expect bearish to sideways momentum because we have immediate support levels. 17,000 level will still act as an important support. Overall, it's time to be careful while trading index because there can be traps and volatility at peak. New traders often think that there is some holy grail strategy out there that they don't know about, and they spend years finding it only to realize it's just a mind game. If trading isn't something that you want from your heart and you're only doing it for the money, believe me, it's not a career for you. As a trader, give yourself the liberty to be wrong because you're going to be wrong. Just make sure you have a plan for how you will handle every bad trading outcome. Every successful trader has had their own hardships. There is no easy way, no jackpot strategy, and no holy grail. This is my analysis for Nifty 50. If we look at 1 hour time frame, प्राइस अभी rising wedge pattern formation में है and chart structure भी काफी bullish है. अभी प्राइस 17,500 लेवल के अराउंड कंसोलिडेट कर रहा है. इसके लिए हम टारगेट रख सकते हैं 17,600 which is our next resistance. अगर हम सपोर्ट की बात करें तो 17,480 and 17,350 level both are major supports. Then we have an even major support at 17,200 area. All these levels are going to protect price from falling. So even if we see some downside, buyers will pressurize the market for upside. What we can expect is a slow, steady, bullish momentum. No trader had it all figured out in the beginning. It's a gradual process and it will take its own time. You will be losing money throughout your trading career. You just start making much more money than you ever lose. As a trader, you should develop the habit of not taking losses very seriously because they don't make you less of a trader, but they sure make you more of a fighter. Make peace with the fact that trading will require all sorts of grinding, be it psychological, disciplinary, or emotional, and there is absolutely no running from that. As a trader, you don't have to know where the market is going. You just need a solid plan to take care of every circumstance on the basis of what works best for you. A huge bullish rally in Nifty, but what's next? Let's understand. Recently, we saw a rejection candle from 18,000 level, which was totally predictable because price couldn't sustain the levels. Crucial supports right now are 17,550, 17,200 and 16,950.
Now what we can expect? There are two possibilities. First is price showing a little more correction up to the support levels of 17,400, 500 and then moving straightforward up. Second possibility is price showing volatility in a small range or maybe a little wider range and then continuing its up move. 16,950 level or 17,000 level is the worst case scenario. I'm not expecting price to break this downside because buyers are going to try their best to buy all these dips and push the price up. So yes, a little halt can be expected and we can trade with smaller targets, but nothing to worry, we have the bullish trend intact.